Yes children, now it's our exercise time. Let us do the exercise in the workbook of lesson 22, organs and agencies of the United Nations. Okay, yes, so let us see which is the first exercise in the workbook. So our first exercise is tick the correct answer. Yes, here we have 1, 2, 3. 3 questions are there. Each question has 3 options. Option A, option B and option C. Read the question and see the options. Which option is the correct option? There in the square box you have to give a tick mark. Okay, the first question is which is not the permanent member of the UN. So here you have 3 options. Option A China, option B Germany, option C Russia. Among this, which is not the permanent member of the UN? Yes, USA, UK, Russia, France, China, these are all permanent members we know. In Security Council we learned, isn't it? Permanent member nations. Yes, among them Germany is not there, right? So which is not the permanent member of the UN, the answer is option B Germany. Germany is not the permanent member of UN. So this is the correct answer. So option B you can tick. Germany, Germany. Now second, the International Court of Justice is located in. Where is International Court of Justice is located? One of the important organ of UN. It's also known as World Court. Yes, it has many judges in this court. It is known as World Court, principal judicial organ of UN. That is International Court of Justice, and its headquarters is at, yes, Hague in Netherlands. That is the correct answer. Option A Geneva, option B Paris, option C Hague. Hague in Netherlands. This is the correct answer. So here you can give a tick mark. Option C, The Hague, Hague. Third one, the full form of IMF in UN agencies is. What is the full form of IMF? Option A, Indian Military Fund. Option B, International Monetary Fund. Option C, Indian Money Fund. What is the correct full form of IMF? It is International Monetary Fund, one of the other agencies of UN as an International Monetary Fund. Option B is the right answer. So here you can give a tick mark. So the first one is which is not the permanent member of the UN. Answer is option B Germany. So tick mark here. Then second, the International Court of Justice is located in option C, The Hague in Netherlands. So option C is the correct answer. Here you can give a tick mark. Third one, the full form of IMF in UN agencies is. The full form of IMF is option B is the right answer, International Monetary Fund. So here you can give a tick mark. International, INTERNATIONAL, International Monetary, MONETARY, Monetary Fund, FUND. Yes. Okay. Yes children, so our next exercise in the workbook is exercise 2, fill in the blanks. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fill in the blanks. Just read the question and fill in the blanks. Okay, so the first question, the United Nations has dash permanent members. So United Nations has, how many permanent members are there for United Nations? Yes, it has 5 permanent members. 5 permanent members. The USA, UK, Russia, France, China. 5 permanent members. So the United Nations has 5 permanent members. Second question. The UN Secretariat is situated in dash USA. Where is the UN Secretariat is situated? It is a part of the UN, isn't it? Part of the headquarters of the UN. Where it is headquarters of UN? It is in New York, USA. New York, USA. So New York, NEWYORK, New York. Yes. So the UN Secretariat is situated in New York, USA. Then third question, the Security Council consists of dash members. How many members are there in Security Council? Yes, there are 15 members and 5 permanent members, isn't it? Yes, so total there are 15 members, 15 members. Next up, fourth, the International Court of Justice is also called the, yes, it is also known as, it is the principal judicial organ of UN. It is also known as World Court. Yes, WORLD, World Court, COURT, World Court. The International Court of Justice is also called the World Court. Yes, fifth one, dash works for the eradication of diseases. Yes, which agency of the UN is working for the complete eradication, means complete elimination, completely to destroy the diseases? Yes, World Health Organization works for the eradication of diseases. WHO, World Health Organization. It works for the eradication of some diseases like smallpox, TB, malaria, AIDS, which kills crores of people every year, isn't it? Yes. So the first one, the United Nations has how dash permanent members? 5 permanent members. 5. Then second, the UN Secretariat is situated in dash USA. It is situated in, yes, headquarters, it is part of the headquarters of UN. It is in New York, NEWYORK, New York, USA. Third one, the Security Council consists of dash members. The Security Council consists of 15 members. Then fourth one, International Court of Justice is also called the, it is also called the World Court, WORLD, World, COURT, World Court. Fifth one, dash works for the eradication of diseases. World Health Organization, WHO, works for the eradication of diseases. Okay, children? Yes, children. So, coming to our next exercise in the workbook, which is exercise 3, answer the following questions. Yes. So, which is the first question here? Come on, read the first question, children. Yes, the first question is, which countries are permanent members of the Security Council? Yes, Security Council is one of the most powerful and effective organ of the UN, United Nations. It has 15 members and 5 are permanent members. So, which are these 5 permanent members or nations? Yes, the answer is the permanent members of the Security Council are USA, Russia, UK, China and France. USA, Russia, UK, China and France. These are the 5 permanent members of the Security Council. Now coming to the second question, what are the main organs of the United Nations? Yes, to carry out the work, United Nations has, yes, many organs. Which are these organs of the United Nations? The main organs of the United Nations are, first one, the General Assembly, the Security Council, the Economic and Social Council, then the Secretariat, SCRETARIAT, Secretariat, then the International Court of Justice, then the last one, the Trusteeship Council. So these are the main organs of the United Nations. Yes, so the first question is, which countries are permanent members of the Security Council? The permanent members of the Security Council are USA, Russia, UK, China and France. Second, what are the main organs of the United Nations? The main organs of the United Nations are the General Assembly, the Security Council, the Economic and Social Council, the Secretariat, the International Court of Justice, the Trusteeship Council. Okay? Yes, children. So, coming to the next question, question 3. How was the Secretary General of the UN elected? Yes, for Secretary General, it is one of the another important organ of the UN for administrative work. We have a Secretary, UN has a Secretary General, isn't it? Secretariat. For carrying administrative work, United Nations agencies, they have a Secretariat and there is a Secretary General for this Secretariat. How the Secretary General is elected actually? Yes, by the General Assembly on the advice of the Security Council. They together elect the Secretary General for the Secretariat. Yes, for administrative work of the United Nations to be carried out, there is a Secretariat, and we have a Secretary General also. How is he elected? The Secretary General is appointed by the General Assembly on the advice of the Security Council. Yes. Next question, fourth question. Who is the present Secretary General of the UN? Who is the present Secretary General of the UN? He is elected by, or he is appointed by the General Assembly on the advice of the Security Council. And now, who is the Secretary General now? Yes, Antonio Guterres, Antonio Guterres. Antonio Guterres is the present Secretary General of the UN. Now coming to the fifth question, what is the work of UNICEF? What is the work of UNICEF? What is UNICEF actually? It's one of the agencies of the United Nations. United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. It is UNICEF, isn't it? Yes, they work for the poor conditions of the children in all over the world. They tried to give, they wanted to give food, clothing, shelter, education to the poor children all over the world, and they wanted to improve, they tries to improve medical facilities of these children and the hygienic conditions also where they live, so that they can prevent themselves from being clean, getting diseases by being clean. Yes, that is UNICEF. UNICEF helps children all over the world by providing food, clothes and education to children in the poor countries. In the poor countries, poor children are there. So UNICEF help those children all over the world by giving food, clothing and education. It also tries to improve the medical facilities and hygienic conditions of the areas in which poor children live. Yes, poor children lives in a very poor conditions. There may not be, the conditions are not that good, facilities are not more. So they UNICEF tries to improve the medical facilities to maintain good health and also prevent them from getting diseases by being clean. So they try to improve medical facilities and the hygienic conditions of the areas. Areas may not be hygiene, not be that much clean. So they try to improve that conditions. Yes, so UNICEF helps children all over the world by providing food, clothes and education to children in the poor countries. It also tries to improve the medical facilities and hygienic conditions of the areas in which poor children live. So how is the Secretary General of the UN elected? The Secretary General is appointed by the General Assembly on the advice of the Security Council. Fourth question, who is the present Secretary General of the UN? Antonio Guterres is the present Secretary General of the UN. Fifth question, what is the work of UNICEF? UNICEF helps children all over the world by providing food, clothes and education to children in the poor countries. It also tries to improve the medical facilities and hygienic conditions of the areas in which poor children live. Okay. Yes children, so coming to the next question, the last question in answer the following section is sixth question. Write a short note on the major achievements of the UN. You have to write a short note on the major important achievements of the UN. So UN has made many achievements. They have been successful in doing many things with a great effort. So which are these great achievements? Yes. UN solved many international disputes peacefully, like wars between Pakistan and India, Iran and Iraq. So they solved many wars, many arguments, many disputes, conflicts between the countries, between the nations, and they very peacefully they solved the problems and they stopped the war between India, Pakistan, Iran and Iraq. Next, helped developing countries to fight poverty. Yes, helped developing countries. helped developing countries to fight poverty, disease and illiteracy. It helped developing countries. Like India is a developing country. In many regions of India, it's still the regions are less developed because of the poor people, needy people. Each and every corner of different regions in India, we can see they are fighting for poverty, no food. Children, people are dying without food, they are suffering. Yes, so they helped these kind of countries, developing countries, to fight poverty, disease and illiteracy, the people, to give the people proper education, basic education. Then played a major role in arms control and stopping inhuman weapons. They played a very important role to stop the using the inhuman weapons. Toxic or inhuman means which are so dangerous to the life of the health of the human beings, that can damage their organs, the tissues, the cells, so risk to the health of the human beings. So these weapons are so inhuman, so they try to stop using these inhuman weapons. They try to they played a very major role in using these inhuman weapons. They told the nations, those who are using these weapons, to stop it. Then improved food production with the help of its specialized agencies. They improved food production of different countries with the help of the specialized agencies like WHO, FAO. They are all specialized agencies. World Health Organization, Food and Agriculture Organizations, they have. Using these specialized agencies, they improved the food production of different countries. Yes, so these are the major achievements of the UN. UN solved many international disputes peacefully, like wars between Pakistan and India, Iran and Iraq. They also helped developing countries to fight poverty, disease and illiteracy, illiteracy. Then next, C placed a major role, they played a major role in arms control and stopping inhuman weapons. Then last one, D, improved food production with the help of its specialized agencies. So these are the major achievements of the UN. Children, so our next exercise in the workbook is exercise 4. Write T for true and F for false statements. So given a few statements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 statements are given. You have to read the statements and check whether the given statement is true or false. If the statement is true, if it is correct, then you have to write T here in the square box. If the statement is false, if it is not true, if it is wrong, then you have to write false, F in the square box. Okay. So the first one is the work of United Nations is carried out by 6 main organs. Is it true? Is the statement true, children? The work of the United Nations, yes, it is to carry out this work. They have 6 main organs. Yes, the statement is true. The General Assembly, the Security Council, the Economic and Social Council, the Secretariat, the International Court of Justice, then the Trusteeship Council. So these are the 6 main organs of the UN. So to carry out the work, UN has the 6 main organs. The given statement is true. So you can write T in the square box. T. Yes. Now coming to the second one, the most important organs of the UN is the Trusteeship Council. Is the statement true, children? Which is the most important organ of the UN? Among the 6 main organs, the most important is the General Assembly. It is the most important organ of the UN, not Trusteeship Council. So the given statement is wrong. It is not true. It is a false statement. So you can write F in the square box. F. Okay? Yes. Now coming to the third one, the Security Council is responsible for maintaining peace and security in the world. What about this statement? Is it true or false? Yes, Security Council, as the name indicates, yes, security, it is responsible for maintaining security and also peace in the world. Yes, the given statement is correct, it is true. So you can write T in the square box. Yes, now the next one, the fourth one, United Nations headquarters is located in Hague. Where is the headquarters of the United Nations located? It is in New York, not in Hague. The International Court of Justice is located, the secretariat is the part of the headquarters for UN, it is in New York, but the International Court of Justice, isn't it? The principal judicial organ of UN, it is located in Hague, Netherlands, but United Nations headquarters is at New York. So the given statement is wrong, it is false statement, so you can write F in the square box. Now coming to the last one, the fifth one, WHO was established in 1948. Is it a true statement, children? WHO, the World Health Organization, was set up or established in the year 1948. Yes, 7th April 1948, and this date every year we are celebrating as World Health Day also. Yes. So the given statement is right, it is correct, true. So you can write T in the square box. Okay. So the first one, the work of the United Nations is carried out by 6 main organs. The given statement is true, so you can write T in the square box. Second, the most important organs of the UN is the Trusteeship Council. The given statement is wrong, so it is false statement, so write F in the square box. Then third, the Security Council is responsible for maintaining peace and security in the world. Yes, the statement is true, so you can write T in the square box. And fourth, United Nations headquarters is located in Hague. Again, the statement is wrong, it is false statement, so write F in the square box. And last one, WHO was established in 1948. The statement is true. Yes, you can write T in the square box. Okay. Yes, children, coming to the next exercise in the workbook, exercise 5. Write the full form of the following. Yes, you have to write the full form of the given agencies. Okay, first one is ILO. It's a specialized agency of UN, International Labour Organization. See the spelling and write INTERNATIONAL, International Labour, LABOUR, Organization, ORGANISATION, International Labour Organization. Second, UNICEF. Full form is United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. Okay, United Nations International Children's Emergency, EMERGENCY, Emergency Fund. Third, UNESCO. Full form is United Nations Educational, EDUCATIONAL, Educational Scientific, SCIENTIFIC, Scientific and Cultural, CULTURAL, Cultural Organization. Next, WHO, World Health Organization. And last one, IMF is International Monetary Fund, MONETARY, Monetary Fund, FUND. So these are the full forms of the given organizations. ILO, International Labour Organization. UNICEF, United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. WHO, World Health Organization. Last, IMF, International Monetary Fund. Okay. Yes, children, so coming to the next section, which is HOTS, higher order thinking question. Yes, is India a member of the United Nations? Do you know whether India is a member of United Nations or not? Yes, India is a member of the United Nations. Yes. So the answer is yes. Then next, value based question. UN has set up many agencies for working for the welfare of the countries world around, isn't it? UN has set up many agencies. We have already learned about UNICEF, UNESCO, WHO, then we have FAO, ILO, IMF, etc. So, do you want to be the part of such an agency when grown up? When you grow up, you wanted to. Do you want to be a member of any of these specialized agencies so that you can work for the welfare and the betterment of the world? You can work for the health conditions, medical facilities of the poor people. You can give help to the poor children by giving them education. To giving them food, clothing. Do you want to be a part of this? Do you like to be a part of this specialized agencies? Yes or no? Your answer. If it is yes, you can write S here. Okay. Yes. If you wanted to be a part of that, it will be so grand work you are doing. So wonderful work you are doing. If you wanted to be a part of this and you wanted to help the poor and needy people through these specialized agencies, it will be a great work that you are doing. Okay. Yes children, so the next is home assignment project. Let us see what is given for the home assignment here. Okay. Yes, find out who are the 15 members of the Security Council these days. You have to find out the 15 members of the Security Council these days. Security Council is the most powerful and effective organ of the UN. It has 15 members. 5 are permanent, isn't it? Permanent nations, and 10 are elected, appointed by General Assembly on the advice of Security Council, isn't it? Security Council is elected for 2 years by the General Assembly, other members. So, which are the 15 members? Let us see. Now, China, France, Russian Federation, the United Kingdom and the United States. UK, United Kingdom and USA, United States, Belgium, Cote d'Ivoire. It's a French coast actually, Cote d'Ivoire. It's a French coast. Coast, you know, part of land near the sea. So, it's Cote d'Ivoire. Then Dominican Republic, Equatorial Guinea, Germany, Indonesia, Kuwait, Peru, Poland, South Africa. These are the 15 members of the Security Council these days. Okay. Which are they? China, France, Russian Federation, the United Kingdom and the United States, Belgium, Cote d'Ivoire, COTED apostrophe IVOIRE, it's Cote d'Ivoire, Dominican Republic, Equatorial Guinea, Germany, Indonesia, Kuwait, Peru, Poland, South Africa. Equatorial Guinea, GUINEA. Okay, so these are the 15 members of the Security Council these days. Okay, children. So one more home assignment project is there, isn't it? Which is that find the names of all the Secretary Generals of the United Nations. Yes, you have to find out the names of all those Secretary Generals of the United Nations. So the present Secretary General is, you know it. He is Antonio Guterres. Who were the former Secretary Generals? Yes, Ban Ki-moon, Kofi Annan, Boutros Ghali, Javier Perez de Cuellar, Kurt Waldheim, Youth Hunt, Myanmar, Dag Hammarskjöld, Trygve. These are the names of those Secretary Generals of the United Nations. The present Secretary General is Antonio Guterres. Before it was Ban Ki-moon, then before it was Kofi Annan. See the spelling and write. Boutros Ghali, then Javier Perez de Cuellar, Kurt Waldheim, Youth Hunt, Myanmar, Dag Hammarskjöld, Trygve. So these are the names of those Secretary Generals of the United Nations. See the spelling correctly. Okay. Okay children, so we have completed the exercise of the lesson 22 organs and agencies of the United Nations. So go through the lessons first, read the lesson, then come to the exercise part and learn all the exercise well and be well prepared for your exams. Okay.